So it's Friday and we had a fun little surprise today. We got us a new shop pet. His name is Henry. Oh yeah, he's pissed.
Oh yeah, he's not happy.
Yeah, so we opened up the door for the dyno, and whenever I flipped open our ramp here, the snake was all coiled up right in here when I opened it here, and he freaked out. He slithered up underneath the welder here, but the guy's able to get him out and everything. So, Lewis, you keeping it? It's probably gonna eat like crickets or something simple.
Yeah, if I can figure out something to feed it, I'll definitely keep it.
Why not? It's a cool little animal, or reptile. Not animal, reptile. All right, well, moving on. So today we ended up getting a drop off, and we're actually waiting on one other drop off today, but we did get this 2024 anniversary edition ZX-6R dropped off. And I know we've made a ton of videos. They are popping right now, but I know we made a ton of videos about these, but we'll probably make another one on this one because we have not tuned one of these yet with a full Akrapovic exhaust system. And this particular customer, this is a completely stock one. Normally they are coming in with a slip-on system already installed on it. So with that being said, we're gonna do a baseline with this today. Later on today, I got an R1M in there. We gotta throw back on the dyno, but we're gonna go ahead and test this one out. We're gonna run a baseline on it, and he has a Sprint P08 air filter also that he wants to pair with it. I really wish he would have done the velocity stacks so we can have like a really good comparison compared to the M4, the full M4 systems, but that's okay. He did drop off with an Akrapovic exhaust, and we also are going to do the, like I said, the Sprint P08 along with the flash and tune. So we'll probably end up making a video on this and produce that as well. We'll produce that here in the future, probably a couple weeks from now, but from when you guys are seeing this video. But either way, these new ZX6s, we're a huge fan of it. We saw that everybody in one of the videos that we did make recently on the black one, everyone was commenting on it. They love these bikes, and honestly, admittedly, we're big Kawi fans. We love them as well. We think these are very cool looking bikes. We love everything about it. Kawasaki, they did it right. I love the front end. The front ends are real sharp to me. They look killer. The cluster, they updated the cluster. So these share basically like the 10R clusters now. They're very, very similar to what the ZX-10s are, almost identical. And again, I got the gold forks. It's killer. We love the paint scheme, and then they also have the powder coated, this almost like this titanium colored frame, subframe, swing arm, you name it. They did it all with that titanium color. So we are digging it. We love the color. I do, at least. I don't know about the other guys, but I do. I love it. I can't get enough of them. And another cool update that we have going on is we're waiting on a couple of bikes to come in. Admittedly, we have a few bikes coming in, rolling in next week. This week we've made some progress. We're really trying to make a lot of progress with these turbo bikes. So we had our friend Chris come in and run all new wiring. So we have a new relay system that was all wired in here. And we still got to remove some of the old wiring, but this is kind of the stuff that we were running into on the old setup, was kind of connectors like this, these butt connectors. Now, there's nothing necessarily wrong with it. It's just the quality is not there. We like running a higher quality stuff. So we got everything ran, heat shrunk, shielded wiring as well. So, and then we're gonna finish it up. We're still debating, we still wanna move this fuel system. I don't really wanna run this fuel system. It is a little outdated. I'm not gonna say it doesn't work. It's just outdated for what we can do nowadays. And the other thing that I want to do, we're also going to take these rear sets off. We're going to revamp some of these rear sets. Obviously, this is a little bent as well. And the customer is really big on wanting to aesthetically make this look better. So we're going to fix this. We're also going to redo some of these bolts. We're going to take this apart, redo some of these bolts. We did come into an issue here also that we were not aware of in the beginning. So the guys got everything tightened down up on the turbo manifold here, the exhaust manifold. And come to find out, let me see if I can get the light back in there. Lewis did already kind of start loosening some of these bolts. Yeah, some of these are sealed, honestly.
Yeah, some of them are sealed, so it's the ones by the turbo because the turbo is pushing them out.
Pushing it out, I see. So now he did already start loosening these. I will admit, guys, I will admit he did already start loosening, but we were having an issue. Yeah, so everything started kind of moving already, but we were having an issue where this system was not sealing all the way against the head. And the other thing that we noticed, so we put all new exhaust gaskets in, but also noticed, and we did not notice this before, admittedly, but this is kind of what happens when you get into some of these things. But when you look up here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but we did have a little bit of soot that's up against the block, and which indicates that we were already having exhaust leaks on this turbo system.
Gaskets right there too.
Yeah, and the gasket. So, and if you look right here, the turbo, as they were tightening down the manifold, the turbo is hitting up against the block where the counterbalance shaft runs. So we're having issue right here against the turbo on the compressor housing. So what we're gonna have to do is shave this down, this area. We're gonna have to shave it down on both the compressor housing and just a smidge on the actual engine casing itself. Not a lot. We understand it's risky. That's what we do. So we're gonna shave that down just a hair. We're gonna shave it down on the compressor housing a hair so that we can get this right here to tighten up and get it to seal, because we were clearly having exhaust leaks. So that's what we're getting ready to do next. That's what we're getting ready to do next on this system. But as you can tell, we got everything else all figured out, all right? We got all this replumbed. We have a new bulkhead fitting over here on the oil pan. We got all 8 AN lines running out to our electronic scavenge pump. The electronic scavenge pump is wired now. Everything is pretty much ready to go. All we really need to do is just get this last little piece finalized. And then, like I said, at that point in time, while they're working on that, we're also gonna see about rerunning this fuel system. I wanna put the pump back here, rerun the pump in the rear, and then have the lines coming up to the front so we can kind of keep the heat away from the pump as well. In the past, we have ran into pump issues because it's been sitting in here, and on longer rides, basically the fuel was boiling. So we were having cutouts because of the fuel was boiling in that system. So that's kind of why I really want to rerun this with a new pump, stronger pump. And, you know, again, just kind of upgrade all the lines on the system to run a much better system, much better fuel line system. We're also going to end up changing out the chain and sprocket. This is a stock sprocket, or a JT rather. So it's just kind of a cheaper end sprocket. Not to say anything against JT, but it's just on the lower end. So we're gonna put something a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, a little bit better quality. And then we're also gonna run a newer chain, different tires. We're gonna swap all of this out right before we throw it on the dyno, because we wanna have it prepped and ready to go for the dyno here soon. But that's about it on this bike so far, but we are making quite a bit of progress on it. We're really excited to get this thing wrapped up. Trust me, I am very excited to get this thing wrapped up. I'm ready to see it go and get it to the owner all cleaned up and fixed for him. So we got the XSR here, and we finally got it all wrapped up. We got the owner here with us, and kind of his first impression on it all. But anyway, guys, we got it all wrapped up. Yeah, so chain and sprocket came out killer. I'm glad you did that. Like, yeah. I'm glad you agreed to, because honestly, the old stuff was bad.
It was the original chain and sprocket from when I bought the bike.
Yeah, and it was getting rusty. The biggest thing that I could tell you, especially since you drive it a lot, just try to keep up on the lube. That'll keep it really protected from that rust. But that you know, you could use lube, you could use whatever you really want. They got a wax, they got a lube. I like to use the lube. It's you got to clean it a little bit more often.
Okay.
But to me, the wax is really thick, and it's gonna pick up dirt, and you'll see dirt all in your chain, like kind of stuck to it. So that's why I kind of like to use the lube over the wax, but everyone has their own preference.
Right.
You know. Well, I'm glad you're happy. Let me know, just like we always tell you, if you have any issues, let us know. I test drove it. Okay. I just took it down the road, rolled into the throttle. Everything felt pretty good. Came back, rolled into the throttle again. Okay. It felt solid. Sweet. So yeah, sorry about that. Daryl said that he goes, hey, I thought you threw it on dyno, my bad. He goes, I told him. I said, it's okay, don't worry. So really, we rode it down there though, and it felt good. But if you have any problems, just tell us. Just give us a call.
Yeah, not at all.
So, but no, I'm glad, dude. I'm glad.
From the tune you did from it before, it's still the same, right? Because it was
same tune. Yeah, same exact tune. Everything on it's the same. So
that's why I was riding it so hard last time, because the tune you done on it
Solid,
But
yeah.
I mean, so, because you did it twice. I remember I brought
the
it
second
back to
time,
you.
yeah.
The second time you did it, you made the throttle response even more sweeter. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
Can't help it, yeah.
Dude, I'm telling yeah, everything to me, everything felt fluent, you know.
Okay, yeah.
Now, obviously, it's your bike, not my bike.
Yeah.
I don't know these bikes like you know. You
Yeah.
have more experience on it than I do. But either way, that's why I always say, man, just give us a shout if you ever have any questions, concerns.
yeah.
Call us.
Yeah, that's why, like I told you last time, I could have went down the road.
Yeah,
Get this
right,
done, but
right.
no, because I want to get this thing done right. And, dude, look at this. And plus, you put it on. I've seen the videos you put online.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I can actually see what you're doing.
Yeah, we put everything we were doing, we put online. We tried to put all the covers back to where you had everything.
Yeah.
Because some of the other covers that they did have, they had some nicks on theirs.
Okay, yeah.
So we swapped the covers out with your covers.
Yeah.
Because yours were cleaner.
Yeah.
So we did do that. And then they also had a little I guess it happened in shipping, the oil cooler on the other motor.
Okay.
They got bent a little bit.
Yeah.
So we took yours off. We swapped that over
Okay,
for you
cool.
as well.
Cool.
Again, just to make sure that
Yeah.
we're trying to put the best product on the bike.
And it's,
you know?
I mean, fuck, dude, it looks phenomenal, man. Golly. I can't wait, man.
Hell
Awesome,
yeah.
man. Thank you.
Absolutely,
Appreciate it,
brother.
man.
Yeah, man. Hey, be safe.
Yeah, thank you.
We have a customer here to pick up his bike. Honestly, I didn't know he was going to be here this quickly. We thought he was going to come later in the week to pick up. We're pretty busy right now. We got a lot of stuff going on. We actually just threw out a couple of quotes. Actually, and here he is. Okay, don't worry about it. You know, go ahead. You can talk. What do you think? Ryan?
It's definitely in uniform.
So the wheels match so good with this gold. It was what do they call it? Light gold?
Yeah.
Light gold.
Gloss light gold.
Gloss light gold from Core Moto. It looks so good. I know, man. Ugh. All right. So it's gloss light gold from Core Moto. These are the Core Moto wheels. This is the Apex. What are they? Apex 6. That's right. Apex 6. Yeah, so these are Apex 6 wheels. Absolutely beautiful.